Imagine you're an aspiring architect named Leo. You have the passion, but every building you design seems to lean or crumble. One day, you meet an old master who hands you a weathered tube. Inside isn't a single drawing, but a set of 17 universal rules for how any structure, whether it's a skyscraper or a life, must be built to stand the test of time. These aren't just his rules, they are the secrets he gathered from the greatest builders who ever lived. Today, we are opening that tube. We are diving into Napoleon Hill's law of success, the original blueprint that took 20 years to research and 500 millionaires to verify. Lesson 1: The Mastermind. Think of Sarah, who wants to start a community garden. She has the seeds, but no tools. She meets Ben, who has tools but no land. They meet Maya, who knows everything about soil. Individually, they have nothing. Together, they create a third mind, a mastermind, that is more powerful than all three combined. The mastermind is the foundation of the entire philosophy. It is the coordination of knowledge and effort between two or more people working toward a definite purpose. Hill explains that when two minds come together, a third, intangible invisible force is created, the mastermind. It's like a battery. One cell provides limited power, but a group of cells connected together provides a massive surge of energy. This chemistry allows you to borrow the experience and education of others. Great leaders like Andrew Carnegie didn't know everything about steel, they knew how to organize a mastermind of people who did. You don't have to know everything. You just need to align yourself with people who fill your gaps in a spirit of perfect harmony. Success is a team sport. Surround yourself with people who share your vision. Who is one person you can reach out to this week to form a mini mastermind? Tag them in the comments. Lesson 2: A definite chief aim. Imagine Mark getting into his car and just driving. He burns gas, hits traffic, and ends up back where he started, tired and frustrated. Now imagine Mark putting a specific destination into his GPS. Every turn he takes, even the detours, is now moving him closer to that one spot. You cannot hit a target you haven't set. A definite chief aim is the GPS of your life. Hill notes that 95% of people fail because they have no definite goal. To succeed, you must decide exactly what you want, write it down, and read it daily. This uses autosuggestion to program your subconscious mind. Once your subconscious accepts this blueprint, it begins to influence your physical actions to make that goal a reality. A vague desire for success isn't enough. You need a specific, written plan with a deadline. Clarity is power. If you don't know where you're going, any road will take you nowhere. Write your definite chief aim in one sentence below. Don't be shy, claim it. Lesson 3: Self-confidence. Picture James at a job interview. He has the skills, but he keeps looking at his feet and mumbling. Across the hall is Chloe. She has the same skills, but she stands tall and speaks with conviction. Chloe gets the job because she believed in herself before the interviewer did. Self-confidence is the magical wand that turns your definite chief aim into action. Hill provides a self-confidence formula that involves daily affirmations. He argues that fear is the greatest barrier to success: fear of poverty, criticism, or failure. By repeatedly telling yourself you can achieve your goal, you kill these fears. Success begins in the mind. If you think you are beaten, you are. Your brain believes what you tell it most often. Start telling it that you are capable and brave. Belief in yourself is the prerequisite for others to believe in you. Look in the mirror today and say, "I have the power to achieve my goals." Do it for 5 days and see what happens. Lesson 4: The habit of saving. Meet Elena. Every time she gets paid, she buys a new gadget. When her car breaks down, she's in a panic. Her friend, David, saves 10% of every paycheck. When a once-in-a-lifetime investment opportunity comes up, David has the ready cash to take it, while Elena is still paying off her gadgets. Saving isn't just about money, it's about building power and independence. Hill calls the habit of saving one of the most important laws because it gives you mental security. Without savings, you are a slave to your job or your debts. By systematically setting aside a portion of your income, You develop self-control and the ability to seize opportunities when they appear. It's not about how much you make, but how much you keep. Savings provide the fuel for your future ventures. Financial discipline is the foundation of freedom. What percentage of your income can you start saving today? 1%? 5%? Start small, but start. Lesson 5: Initiative and Leadership. Imagine a team meeting where everyone is complaining about a problem. Everyone waits for the boss to speak. Suddenly, Kevin says, "I've drafted a solution, let's try this." Kevin just took the initiative, and in that moment, he became the leader, regardless of his title. Leaders aren't born, they are the people who do the things that need to be done without being told. Hill defines initiative as the habit of doing the right thing at the right time without being told. Leadership is the ability to influence others to cooperate in the spirit of harmony. True leadership is service, not authority. You must be a follower of your own ideals before you can lead others. Stop waiting for permission. If you see a gap, fill it. If you see a problem, fix it. Leadership is a choice, not a rank. What is one thing at your work or home that you can improve today without being asked? Lesson 6: Imagination. Think of Jeff Bezos. Everyone saw buying books. Bezos saw the information highway and a store that sells everything. He used his imagination to see a reality that didn't exist yet. Imagination is the workshop of the mind where all plans are created. Hill describes two types of imagination: synthetic, rearranging old ideas into new combinations, and creative, receiving hunches or inspiration. To succeed, you must use your imagination to find the right highway for your business or career. You must see your success in your mind's eye before it appears in your bank account. Your current circumstances don't define you, your imagination does. Don't just look at what is, look at what could be. If you had no limits, what one big thing would you create? Write it in the comments. Lesson 7: Enthusiasm. Imagine two salespeople. One is bored and monotone. The other is genuinely excited about how their product helps people. Their eyes sparkle, and their voice is full of energy. Which one would you buy from? Enthusiasm is contagious. Enthusiasm is the fuel that makes your engine run. Hill says that enthusiasm is to the mind what a starter is to an automobile. It is a state of mind that inspires you to action. It is also a powerful tool for persuasion. If you aren't enthusiastic about your own ideas, nobody else will be. However, it must be controlled enthusiasm so it doesn't turn into wildfire. Passion is the magnetic force that attracts people and opportunities to your cause. You can't start a fire in others if the spark isn't in you. Hit that like button with some real enthusiasm if you're getting value from this. Lesson 8: Self-control. Think of Leo, who gets a mean comment online. He wants to type a furious, 10-page response. Instead, he takes a breath, realizes the comment doesn't matter, and goes back to work. By controlling his temper, he saved 2 hours of productive time and his own peace of mind. Self-control is the steering wheel that keeps your enthusiasm on the road. Without self-control, your enthusiasm is dangerous. You must balance your emotions with reason. Hill emphasizes controlling your speech, your temper, and your spending. He who cannot control himself can never control others. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Master your emotions, or they will master you. What's one habit you want to gain more self-control over this month? Lesson 9: The habit of doing more than paid for. Imagine Carol, an assistant who only does exactly what's in her job description. Then there's Sam, who finishes his work and then asks, "How can I help with the next project?" When a promotion opens up, who do you think gets it? Sam, because he made himself indispensable. This is the law of increasing returns. When you do more than you are paid for, you eventually get paid for more than you do. Hill argues that most people do the bare minimum. By doing more, you attract the attention of those who can promote you. It also builds your skill muscle. Even if your current employer doesn't reward you, the habit you build will attract better opportunities elsewhere. Become the person who always gives a little bit extra. It's the least crowded lane on the road to success. Excellence is not a requirement, it's an investment in your own reputation. How can you go the extra mile for someone today? Lesson 10: A pleasing personality. Meet Clara. She's brilliant but always grumpy. People avoid her. Then there's Tom. He isn't as smart as Clara, but he listens, smiles, and makes people feel important. Tom gets all the referrals because people like doing business with him. Your personality is your calling card. It determines whether people want to open doors for you or close them. A pleasing personality includes a genuine interest in others, a sense of humor, and mental chemistry that attracts people. Hill suggests that the best way to be liked is to talk about what is nearest to the heart of the other person. It's about being magnetic rather than pushy. Success is 15% technical skill and 85% your ability to lead and connect with people. People buy you before they buy your ideas. Compliment 3 people today and watch how it changes your interactions. Lesson 11: Accurate thinking. Imagine a trader who hears a rumor on social media that a company is going bust. He panics and sells all his stock. An accurate thinker looks at the company's actual financial reports and realizes the rumor was fake. The accurate thinker stays calm and makes money while others lose it. Accurate thinking is the ability to separate facts from hearsay or opinion. Hill warns that many people base their lives on hearsay evidence. An accurate thinker looks for hard facts and discards everything else. They also distinguish between important facts and unimportant ones. This prevents you from wasting energy on things that don't matter to your definite chief aim. Don't believe everything you hear. Verify the facts before you make a move. Facts don't care about your feelings. Use them as your foundation. Next time you hear a rumor, ask yourself, what is the evidence for this? Lesson 12: Concentration. Imagine a beam of light. Spread out, it lights a room. Focus through a magnifying glass, it can burn through steel. Concentration is the magnifying glass for your mind. Concentration is the act of focusing the mind on a given desire until ways and means for its realization have been worked out. Hill suggests spending 10 minutes daily in absolute concentration on your definite chief aim. This builds mental muscle and prevents wandering. You must learn to shut out the world and focus entirely on the task at hand. This is where genius is born. The man who tries to catch 2 rabbits catches neither. Focus on one goal at a time. Your power is directly proportional to your focus. Try deep work for just 30 minutes today, no phone, no distractions. Can you do it? Lesson 13: Cooperation. Think of an orchestra. If the violinists and the drummers aren't cooperating, you get noise. When they follow the same sheet music in harmony, you get a masterpiece. Cooperation is the spirit of harmony that makes the mastermind possible. Hill distinguishes between teamwork, working together because you have to, and cooperation, working together because you want to. It is the social glue of success. To get cooperation from others, you must first be willing to cooperate with them. It is based on the principle of giving before receiving. You can go fast alone, but you can go far together. Harmony is the secret ingredient of group power. How can you help a colleague or friend reach their goal this week? Lesson 14: Profiting by failure. Imagine Thomas Edison. He failed 10,000 times to invent the light bulb. But Edison didn't see it as failure. He said, "I have successfully found 10,000 ways that will not work." Each failure brought him closer to the one way that did. Failure is just temporary defeat and often a blessing in disguise. Hill believes that every failure carries with it the seed of an equivalent advantage. It is a test of fortitude from the hand of fate. The only real failure is when you quit. If you learn from the setback, it becomes a turning point toward success. Don't fear the fall, fear that staying down. Use your mistakes as tuition for your success. Failure is a detour, not a dead end. Share a time you failed but learned something valuable. Let's normalize the struggle. Lesson 15. Tolerance. Think of two neighbors. One hates the other because of their religion or politics. They spend years fighting over a fence. A tolerant neighbor realizes that different views don't make someone an enemy. They focus on their shared love for the neighborhood and work together to build a park instead. Intolerance is a closed mind, and a closed mind can never receive new ideas. Hill argues that intolerance is one of the chief causes of failure because it breeds hatred and conflict. Success requires open-mindedness. You must be willing to listen to others even if you disagree. Intolerance is a form of ignorance that blocks your progress. Your way is not the only way. Be open to the wisdom of others. A big mind has room for many perspectives. Listen to someone you disagree with today for 5 minutes without interrupting. Lesson 16. The Golden Rule. Imagine a shopkeeper who overcharges a tourist, thinking they'll never see them again. The tourist turns out to be a famous travel blogger who writes a scathing review. The shopkeeper sowed dishonesty and reaped a ruined business. The Golden Rule is the universal law of conduct: do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Hill explains that this isn't just a moral rule, it's a mathematical law of compensation. Whatever you put out into the world, good or bad, will inevitably come back to you. Honesty in all transactions is the only way to build a lasting empire. Integrity is the only insurance policy against long-term failure. You are the sower of your own future. Plant good seeds. Do one anonymous act of kindness today. Don't tell anyone. Lesson 17. The universal law of cosmic habit force. Think of a river. Over thousands of years, the water follows the same path until it carves a deep canyon. Now, the water must follow that path. Your habits are that river. If you carve habits of success, your life will naturally flow toward it. This is the law of all laws, the force that makes your habits permanent. Hill explains that once you repeat a thought or action enough times, it becomes a habit force that takes over. You are the sum total of your habits. If you use the first 16 laws long enough, they become automatic, and success becomes your natural state. You don't choose your future, you choose your habits, and your habits choose your future. Consistency is the bridge between a dream and a reality. What is one success habit you are going to start today? We've walked through the 17 laws, from the mastermind to cosmic habit force. Napoleon Hill spent his life gathering these secrets so that you wouldn't have to. But remember, that a map is useless if you don't take the first step. You have the blueprint. Now, go build your life. If this video helped you see the highway, subscribe for more deep dives into the minds of the greats. Now, get out there and make it happen. See you in the next video.